So I bought the pimple vacuum because I was like, maybe if I just vacuum it out of my face, I won't have to rip my face apart trying to get it out. I literally believe whatever Google says I have. I looked up like swollen lip, and Google literally told me that I had a skin infection that was going to reach my brain. And welcome to Unhinged O'Clock. Welcome to Unhinged O'Clock, okay? I'm having another existential crisis, but I think that this time it's not as fun. And I feel like I don't want people to know I exist, and I feel like I'm morphing into the personality of one of the many personalities that I have that I don't like about myself. I don't know if that made any sense, but it made sense in my head, and I don't really feel like explaining what that meant. So you can, I don't care what you do. So anyways, moving forward with our conversation. I had something to talk about, and then every time I do this, and then when I put the camera on, it's just like the thought just leaves my brain. So I don't think I'll ever be good at this, but I'm trying. Oh, I think I'm in a bad mood because I'm on antibiotics. Sorry if I said that weird, but I have to like think about what I'm saying when I say that word, because whenever I just say it naturally, it doesn't come out right, like ever. I always say let me just try it naturally. I'm on antibiotics. That's what I say, antibiotics. I don't know why I say it like that. I haven't been on antibiotics. Oh, it's really hard to say. I haven't been on antibiotics since maybe like 10 years since maybe like 2014. I don't know. It's been like 10 years, I think, because I never go to the doctor. Well, I do. Well, I have Medicaid, so yeah. So I don't really go to the doctors unless I'm like really like not doing too well, I guess. The only reason I didn't even go to the doctor. I went to the Minute Clinic, the CVS Minute Clinic, because they're better than most of the doctors that I've ever been to. I was having a panic attack the other day at like 6 o'clock in the morning. What was I doing? I had this really giant pimple on my chin. Okay, we're not gonna look too closely because it's still healing. Okay, we got makeup over it, and like we don't need to talk about that or investigate that. My point is that I decided to try and pop a pimple. Well, I decided to try and pop a pimple at 6 o'clock in the morning. I recently bought a pimple like vacuum thing. So it's like this little device that like literally sucks the pimples out of your face. And I've never used it before. This is the first time I ever used it. I don't pop pimples normally, but you know those like really under the skin ones, the ones that like hurt, but there's no head, and like they're just like impossible to pop. Yeah, those. I will literally sit there for hours trying to pop those things, and you know that those type of pimples do not pop. So I will literally rip the skin off of my face to try and pop those. So I bought the pimple vacuum because I was like, maybe if I just vacuum it out of my face, I won't have to rip my face apart trying to get it out. Vacuuming a pimple out is probably worse than ripping your skin off with your fingernails. So after 2 hours like nonstop trying to suck this pimple out of my face, my whole like bottom part of my like face just like was like swollen. Like my lips were swollen, like everything was swollen and red, and I was just like, what the heck? Like, is this because of what I did? Is this because of like trying to vacuum a pimple out of my face, do I have sepsis? That was my thought process. So I googled my symptoms, which is never a good idea for me. Probably not for anyone, but for me, because I literally believe whatever Google says I have. So I don't even know what I like looked up, like a swollen lip or something like that. And Google literally told me that I had a skin infection that was going to reach my brain, and if I didn't seek medical attention as soon as possible, I was going to pass away. Okay, so this is what Google told me at 6 o'clock in the morning. I had a panic attack immediately, and then I made an appointment to go to the Minute Clinic the next day. So everything was fine with that situation, but the next day I woke up with like like not able to hear anything. Like my whole ear was like clogged. I don't know what the heck happened, but I had that appointment, and I go to the Minute Clinic, and I just so happen to have an ear infection. I don't think the two were related at all. I don't know. I think it might have been because I was sick for like 2 months straight. I think that whatever was going on with my respiratory system made it to my ear, and it just so happened to be the day that I had an appointment to the Minute Clinic. So I got antibiotics that day, and I've been taking them for the ear infection or whatever. The ear thing, it's already gone. It was gone like the second day. I don't know, but I'm still taking the antibiotics just to kill whatever else is in me. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to say kill? I don't really know, but I hate it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I'm very in tune with like the way that my body feels and what I need, and like, you know, like if I'm dehydrated or what kind of vitamins I'm lacking. Like I just know based on how I feel normally. But antibiotics have been ruining that for me. Honestly, I feel like they're making me super tired, like extremely tired, like irritable. I just don't feel happiness. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm not drinking or something. I don't know. I looked it up, and Google told me that it was okay to drink on antibiotics. That's what it said on Google. I don't know. I believe Google, so I did drink a little bit on the antibiotics. Maybe not today, but that's not the point. The point is, I just don't like them, and I also don't think that they're good for you. But I haven't taken them in 10 years, so I guess maybe it's good for me now. I don't know. Probably like the most boring video out of all of them, because I talked about antibiotics for 10 minutes. So if you really like learning or knowing about health conditions and antibiotics and pimple popping, then you're welcome. And if you don't, this is not going to be all that I have to offer, okay? This is just something that I had to offer today. I'm over this, so until next time, have a good night. Hopefully I will too. So, good night.